All right, everybody. Good evening. It's 7 o'clock. It's time to do the show. Welcome to CrappieKast. I'm going to be solo tonight. John and Jessica had a birthday party they had to attend to, so I'm going to try to lay down a good show and try to answer a few of you guys' questions. I'm trying to get it laid out here. I appreciate all y'all tuning in, man. I'm squinting. I got some new glasses coming, guys. I broke mine when we were gator hunting in Eufaula, and man, they were on their last leg, so I appreciate you. Hey, Jordan, how you doing, buddy? I appreciate y'all. Let me know you can hear me on YouTube, and help me. Let me know you can hear me on Facebook. Hey, Tommy, how y'all doing? I'll be squinting and leaning in and all that good stuff, but I'm gonna try to show the comments, man. I appreciate y'all the way y'all help the show flow and ask questions, even though I know some of y'all know the answers to, but it may help somebody out on the show. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know, but I know a good bit about it. But it's been a great weather week, guys. Hey, Stevie, how you doing, man? I'm dragging tail a little bit. My main job laid me off, and I've been trimming trees, and I'll tell you what, buddy, that work isn't for the week. So, hey, Danny, Wise Choice Tackle, appreciate you, man. My buddy Danny, he sent me a care package, got me some new fat babies and some stingers. I caught some fish on it yesterday. As a matter of fact, that blue ghost color, caught some roaming fish. Me and Colby left work and went to Demopolis and caught some roamers in a creek channel. It was fun. No giant fish. We caught some 13-inch fish, but I tell you, this time of year on your river systems and some lakes, you've got that thermocline, man. It makes those fish that you'll see them. They're high floaters. They're just sitting there like this. Easy targets, pretty aggressive fish. You get the jig near them, they'll light you up. So if you know of a creek channel that's in a pretty good sized slough, or there's a lot of fish laying in those things right now. So we're gonna go into mine and Kobe's trip in Grenada. We use some of Stevie's jigs. Matter of fact, we'll talk about that. I'm not going to go into too much detail because Eric does something special with his jigs over there, man, and he's figured out those Grenada fish, and I'll talk a little bit about it, but I won't share too much because my buddy makes a living guiding over there, and he's very good at it, and out of respect for Eric, I won't share everything, but I tell you, man, we can go ahead and talk about it since it's on my mind. We caught some hammers over there. Y'all can see them right there. I mean, those fish right there, guys, them fish are 260, 270 come springtime. Just giant fish, just grow like crazy over there. It's just amazing. We caught some fish, and they were 11 3/4. And Eric said, come the end of the month, they'll be 12-inch fish to be keeping. It's crazy, man, the way they grow over there. And we kind of got to talking about it. And when they drain that lake down, it pushes all those shad and all those crappie. They're all trapped in the river channel. And it's just a free-fall buffet for those fish. I mean, their fish's backs are that thick. And it's a special place. It's aggravating to go. You get a chance to go with somebody like Patrick Stone or Eric Cagle, that can really show you how to tune in on those fish. It's different fishing, man. As much as I get to go and as many fish as I get to catch over here, it is a different league over in Grenada. Promise you. Sardis, not so much, but Grenada, hey, don't just pack up and go over there and think you're gonna go over and catch them and stay in a room, and it's a lot of money spent. You can hire guide, go over there. But Ronnie McKenzie's tuned in. Roger Smith, I appreciate y'all, man. We got 30-something people tuned in here. We're gonna try to do a show. Like I said, John and Jessica had a birthday party to attend. He called me yesterday, so I told him I'd do a little solo show. We're gonna try to give it a little while. We'll thank some of our sponsors while I got everybody on here. Alpha Plumbing up here, D. Robertson, appreciate him. Chad Clifton, Power Brakes. I got some new brakes I got installed on my boat. Andalusia Marine, Shannon, and all them guys do a great job down there. Appreciate them. Gerber Collision, my buddy Richard Shirley and them. If you mess up your car, hey, you want to fix back right, give Gerber a call. The Piggly Wiggly right here in McCalla, in Hueytown, and Ace Hardware, both locations. My buddy Sage down there in Camden, Piggly Wiggly, I'll be visiting him tomorrow. I got a trip to Miller's Ferry. I got a running guide trip tomorrow in Miller's Ferry with my buddy Jerry. Gonna be interesting. So, but I appreciate all the sponsors. They help this thing tick. And we're going to keep moving forward, man. With y'all's help, we hit 16,000. I think we're 16,250 followers, man. So it's a good thing. My daddy's tuned in. He's at my nephew's game and said, playing a football game, wondering how much. So those fish would have weighed a lot, Dad, in the springtime. JJ Collins, I did see you, or you called it a limit on Grenade. I did. There's old Rosie. Dennis Rosetta's tuned in. Appreciate him. Let's see, Ashley didn't smoke a load on Miller's Ferry. We caught some good quality. There you go. I'm headed there tomorrow. Roger, appreciate you tuning in. Jamie Hall said rain delay at Montgomery Biscuits. Y'all have a great night. Headed to Lake Point. You're going down to Eufaula. There you go. Eufaula's biting pretty good, man. John did real good at Eufaula. I see, like, next weekend we got some. They said it's going to be 49 degrees here. That's going to blow everybody's dove out of here, but hey, it's going to feel good fishing. It was cool yesterday evening. Running in yesterday, we caught, 20 fish really quick. It was cool. Clinton, how you doing, buddy? I'm going to get up about 3. Boat's hooked up. I'm going to head to Miller's Ferry, and I'm going to visit some friends of mine, Rob and Christy and Tommy and Kim down in originally Crawfordville, Florida, which is right there at Lake Talcott. If it rains, we're going to go fishing. If not, we're going to mess around, stand a hatching, and play around. It's Labor Day weekend, man. It's a great holiday. It's a long weekend for everybody. You get out, go catch you some fish, man, and share some pictures. So let's see. What's Ashton saying? You think this cool front's going to mess with them we have now? No, man, it's not going to cool the water off that much, Ashton. I mean, you may get a few degrees, but, I mean, this surface temperature, but as far as, a couple feet down, you're not going to see it. I hope we get a little rain to kind of stain the water up a little bit, because that water clears up kind of. I don't like it as well. When we were down at Demopolis yesterday, about dark, there was a lot of particulates in the water, man. And it wasn't thermocline. There was a lot of particulates. Those fish were in it. And it was hard to keep up with your jig. But I'd rather be there during the day, right at dark. But it will dirty up the water. And hopefully, let's see what Johnny's saying. I see Johnny tuned in. Yeah, I see it's raining right now. It's been threatening to rain here all day, guys. I don't know how much rain we're going to get. I think there's a chance tomorrow. I'm glad y'all said that. I got to make sure I got my rain suit in the morning, because I might be getting wet. So, you got a little rain. I think there's a chance to rain all weekend, guys. So, if, wear your rain suit, be safe, be weather aware. Maybe, hopefully no storms come. I don't mind the rain. I hope it continues to rain, because everybody's getting ready to plant for hunting season. Normally it dries up there between now and October, no rain. So hopefully we won't run into that. But I think it's supposed to warm up a little bit this weekend and cool right back down. So got a big willowfly hatch. Man, I seen David then posted at Miller's Ferry. It was unreal how thick it was. I seen some willowflies in Demopolis yesterday. We got hit by a few coming in. Those fish love willowflies, man. They gorge on those things, and that kind of hurts your fishing a little bit. So be kind of aware of that. Don't use it for an excuse not to go, guys. But my buddy Kobe, he says he's cleaning some fish and gonna eat some this evening. That's the fella I'm working with, one of my good buddies. So could be Ashton. It could be Ashton White was tough, because I seen David Stinson. He runs the Miller's Ferry hunting page right there at Roland Cooper, and that was a lot of willowflies, man. I mean, a ton of willowflies, and that could have something to do with it. I'm glad I said that. I'm gonna meet Jared Bridgeport. I can't remember if I texted him Portland, Atlanta, or Bridgeport in the morning. I need to remind. I need to write me a note, because I'll sure forget. Man. It's time to, hey, football game started. I seen Boise State and USF was playing a while ago. Football season. My nephew's playing ball. We got some big games this weekend. I think Auburn's playing this weekend. So we got football. We got fishing coming up. We got hunting season. Let's see. What's Chris saying? Anybody had any issues with temperature reading on the 126 SV LVS 34? Temp went to 00 at first. Now it doesn't display anything. That may be in your settings, Chris. Then you can make all that disappear on your 126. You have to be careful. I fat finger those things all the time. And that display, you can make the temperature disappear, the time. I'm not real certain on the set exactly where it is. I have to look, but I fat finger mine all the time, man. And I look up and see the temperature. Sometimes the time will be disappeared. I forget what all it is. But Logan's saying there's even some hatching up there at Smith Lake, up north in Coleman. So, but yeah, I would look, Chris. I'm trying to remember where that setting is. Somebody can tell you on here. You need to, but there's a display. I can't remember what it says on there, to be honest with you. I know there's something you can hit and get rid of all that stuff. So, but yeah, I hope that's what it is, Chris. If that answers your question. If I had the unit in front of me, I could do it, man. But I can't remember what it's under. As far as setting, I don't think it's under installation. I'll have to sit here and think. Yeah, just like I said, just make sure. There it is. Stevie said chart overlays. Make sure you got that on, man. I'm telling you, it's so easy to hit that stuff with your fingers, man, when you're down there hitting stuff and when you cut it off. So there you go. Logan said it's in the same as your reverse setting, where your zero setting, where you move your zero back and forth. I run mine at minimum. My zero's about right here. Some people that long rod like their zero out front. That's where it is. Thank you, Logan. There it is. Appearance data overlay. Corey Newby. Appreciate Corey. Happy anniversary to Corey and his wife. I seen that. My buddy Adam Acker. Appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate all y'all, man. It's funny. I make the comment all the time. There's such good people that follow this show, and when you're around them, you instantly start talking and you get along. It's the same. I mean, you could take all these people and throw them in the hat and shake them out, and it's the same character. It's just good people, man. I mean, helping each other. We all like to fish. Everybody likes the outdoors, and the crappie community is a big. It's a big community, and it's fun. So, yeah, check Chris and make sure that's what it is, bud. Like I said, I'm going to Miller's Ferry tomorrow. I'll give a report. If I get to go to Lake Talcon, I'll promise you I'll try to go live. I actually got a signal down there. Some of those big stubborn blackfish. The fish we caught in Grenada, man. Whew, I mean, there was some big fish. We had a pretty good. We were done at 10 o'clock both days, and I'll tell you, our percentage of catching was pretty high. They may have been 10 fish in 2 days that we didn't get to bite. Just some tricks Eric knows, and it's I learned a lot. Even as much as I fish, going over there with him and seeing the way he brings the bait, it's crazy. It's something I never would have done, and he does, and it's taught me a lot. Highly accurate. You have to be highly accurate with your cast and all, and great place to go. You get a chance to go with Eric. He's booked up, man, but hey, he runs trophy trips in the spring. I think he's booked up this year, but I'm going to try to go over there in a few weeks. He's guiding. I think he's got another week left. He's coming back, so I'm going to try to go back over there. Since I'm laid off, I'm going to rerunning some trips, working with some friends. I got a really good job lined up, but it may take months to come to pass, and I'm trying to study up for it. And I'm using brain cells that I haven't used in about 12 years, so y'all pray for me because I'm trying to study up for we'll see if that comes to pass. But in the meantime, I'm going to be running guide trips down at Miller's Ferry, down Lake Talcon. If I can get a couple of days lined up Lake Talcon, I'll make a run down there. Logan's still guiding at Smith Lake. But it's just to get that time, man. I like September, that little bit of coolness. It kind of fires the fish up. It gets you a little taste of what to me, fall fishing is really not fall fishing until about November. When the water gets back down in the 60s and way down in the 50s, it gets in the 60s and fish start gathering up on the main rivers. And to me, that, I always knew opening day of gun season and Thanksgiving was always really good fishing. You hear rifle shots in the background, and I know we've always caught a lot of fish that time of year. So we got dove season coming up. I know we don't talk a lot of hunting on the show. Hopefully that cold weather don't blow them out of here because it's coming. Next weekend, I said it may be 49 degrees next Saturday. So, got dove season, got bow season. Everybody knows me. I know I like to bow hunt. I got a Hoyt shirt on now. I'm ready to do some bow hunting, but I love that fishing too. I think this, tomorrow, I don't know what them fish are going to do. I know I was going to be chasing some timber, but when you got clouds, it changes your game plan a little bit. You take what the fish give you guys. The good thing about crappie fishing is day to day. What you do today, catch 100 a day. You might not catch 30 tomorrow, but it's you have to have a mentality every day you go out there, it can change and it might fire you up. So, you know, um, I know where some big fish are, and I hope we get in there and catch some. May have to chase them. Maybe I hope they're sitting on timber, but I like them when they're sitting there just like on that timber right there, and I can take that bait and run down that tree. I've gotten really good, at opening my bail and running that jig down that tree. I mean, that's what I really like to do. If that fish is kind of asleep, if I go by him, if I take that jig and I run that jig by that fish, like where my finger is sitting right here, if I run that jig by him and he doesn't address it, I'm really good at opening that bail and making him look up, try to get a reaction out of him. Your first cast is always to roll by him. And the next cast, hey, put it on him. You have nothing to lose at that point. But I like standing timber fish. Sometimes this time of year they won't set on it long; they'll move. Look for a crappie. Man, I'm telling you, we could spot them yesterday. I mean, crappies they don't articulate a lot. Their tail, you'll see their tail just do that. It's not a big sweeping, so you can spot them pretty well. Those big fish in Grenada, we were calling them Poindexters. Their head had such a hump, guys. I mean, I'll draw it on this piece of paper. Their head. It was such a big point. It was crazy, and you could see it distinctly which way that fish was facing because they're so big hump fish over there. So, Logan Johnson might have to put on some socks next week. No kidding. I'm telling you, I got cold yesterday evening coming in. I don't know what. Hey, Dustin Shields, appreciate you tuning in. I don't know what the temperature was yesterday when we come in, but it was cool, man. Oh, Dexter, that's right. We were calling them. They were pointing fish, and man, we had such a good time cutting up fishing. And that's the great thing about crappie fishing. You can cut up, and bass guys, they get a little serious on you. But it's crappie fishing when we try to have some fun. Get my crappie brakes put back on. I was going to try to wire them today, but hey, I'm blessed to have something to do in a job, so we worked a little late and got by the gym and came here, and I'll try to probably put them on this weekend. And I miss those things, man. People don't understand. You use those power brakes, it's tough to fish without them because you're so used to just doing it. So, yeah, that's what Logan said. He said he scouted this morning. It was cool. I'm telling you, it's cool in that water. You're not used to it. You're used to sweating. It's crazy. But y'all come at me with your questions, and I'll try to answer them. I'm not going to make no huge, long show and keep repeating myself, without John. And unless you guys really come up with some questions, we get some feedback and stuff. I don't like repeating myself because I feel like I'm getting bored. But I think we got some good fishing ahead. I've enjoyed my Casking glasses. I'm not sponsored by them. Kobe got him a pair. His wife bought him some. I'm telling y'all, if you don't get a chance to use those Casking glasses, they don't scratch real easy. You can buy 3 pair for $60. I mean, I keep several pair in my boat. I've got the yellow lenses. Hey, when it's cloudy, hey, they're excellent. I just want to share that with y'all. I'm not sponsored by them at all. I have to pay for them just like you do. Yeah, exactly right. Stephen Chaney, those power brakes, they change everything, guys. Yesterday, I was running pretty good, and I'd see a fish, and I'd have to turn my prop around, and then I'd be on a fish, and Kobe get ready to cast, and I had to turn the prop around to keep from running on top of them. It's so easy just to bump that switch and stay on the fish. But yeah, it's Ashton broke a prop on his, and he took one off his power brakes. Went it right back on it. So, see what Steven's saying. What is the spraying going to do to Miller's Ferry? Man, that spraying don't bother me. They spray that hyacinth where people bass fish. That spraying don't bother me. I mean, everybody gets an uproar about it, Steven. It doesn't bother me. Most of the time they spray in the island. Sometimes they just spray in the air. They get paid by the tank. So, the only thing that concerns me, Steven, and I'll say it on this show, all these bass tournaments they're having, they running around bouncing these fish in these hot live wells, and they're dying right and left. You know, tournament after tournament, and I'm not blaming the people, but you know, till they have a restocking program, it's rough on those bass guys. I mean, we catch crappie this time of year, we put them straight on ice. I know they're just trying to go up there and have fun, but hopefully we get a restocking program. I hope. I know everybody wants to blame it on the spraying and all that stuff, but man, when you have a Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday tournament, you know, it's a lot of pressure on those fish. So hopefully we're going to get some restocking, some bass stuff. I hope. And these bass guys get in an uproar and try to, but I don't think the spraying is going to hurt anything. I mean, they've been spraying down there my whole life. So appreciate your question. Now, we don't get into too many politics. I don't like to, but Zach said, what's your going to casting fluorocarbon brand and size? Man, I'll tell you, I'll show you. Coming right back, guys. This K9 right here. K9 fluorocarbon, that's 6 pound. But let me tell y'all something. There is a little notch right there. I don't know why Kelly and them put that notch there, but I try to put a piece of tape over it. Y'all can see that notch right there. See that notch? When you put it on the spinning reel, Eric showed me this trick. Y'all see those big loops in that line? That's the way it's faced up. That's the way you want to spool it. Go through the first eye of the spinning reel, the big eye, and then the reel. You can turn over the spool. As long as you got those big loops, you're fine. But that little notch, it hangs in that notch. I don't know why they designed it that way. I'm going to put some hot glue over something, but this is 6 pounds. Fluorocarbon. Once you get it seated on the reel, Zach, it's awesome stuff. No stretch, cast great. But man, that little notch, I don't know why they put that notch on. I try to put a piece of tape over it, and it still hits it and catches it. Great line when you get it seated. Yesterday, Colby had a spool, mess up. Wasn't nothing Colby done, but we actually cut the jig off and let the line in the water, let it untwist and get some of the memory and put it back on. No more trouble. But y'all see the big loops in this line. That's the way you want that line, those big loops, not nothing tight. If I turn it over, I'm going to turn the spool over, and I'll pull it. You get some little closer loops. Not too bad. But you want to put it on there real loose. You don't want to put it on there super tight because you're putting memory in it. But that's good stuff. I have to buy it just like you guys do. Great line, no stretch, cast great. I use braid too. I got rods with braid. They're in the boat. Matter of fact, I need to spool up that rod right there. I'm glad you said something, Zach. I got one right there I need to spool up. So let's see. Yeah, Logan's saying, see, let me go back here. Yeah, Stevie said he got the Cast King Iditarod glass. Exactly, man. I'm telling you, I've got a fat head too. Cast King glasses, you lose them, you're not hurting your feelings. $30, $40. It's a lot of money, but it ain't. I lose them $200 coasters, I'm gonna be sad. So let's see. Maybe I need to update. I don't have an option to toggle temp or screen home. Yeah, you may need to do it. You're not an idiot, Chris. Update that thing. If you know how to do it, do it. If not, hey, call Garmin. You can get an update card for much of nothing, man. I agree with you. Logan said the tournament pressure. Let's see what Adam said. My buddy, I'm out of commission. My Elvis just went out. Just barely over 2 years old, and I got a huge black line in the middle. Did you call him, Adam? Hey, you need to call him. Call them, and sometimes you get the right person, and man, they'll send you stuff. My foot control was out of warranty. They sent me a brand new one. So Logan he uses K9 4-pound test up there on Smith Lake. Clear, I'm sure. Ashton said he's got a LVS 32 he's going to sell. Hey, post it up, man. A lot of people still running those things. What's Dustin saying? Y'all seeing the shad moving in shallow with cooler temps? Man, Dustin, when we were at Grenada, we seen a lot of shad. And what was cool, man, you could see those big fish just swat at those shad, and Eric's like, hey, man, those fish are bite. You could see them, I'm not saying that was shallow, but we seen a bunch yesterday, 7, 8 foot in Demopolis. But, yeah, the shad are kind of bunched up and moving. But, hey, that was cool to watch. He was like, hey, man, that fish are bite because he was lunging at bait. You're exactly right, Tony. The big spools don't have that notch. I don't understand why these little ones have that notch. I got a piece of tape over it. Y'all can see right there. It helps, but it don't help. But yeah, that's not the only company doing that, man. I don't understand why they do that. I like Kelly to death, but I'm like, hey man, why you put that notch in there? I don't understand. It's that notch right there, right there. That line falls in it when that spool comes around, because spinning reels you face either face up or tail up, and it loops out of there. I don't know why they do that. It aggravates the dog out of me. Just got online. They are at a birthday party. Bill, John and Jessica at a birthday party, hoping they're having a good time. He told me yesterday or the day before. I said, man, I'll just wing it. Hopefully everybody help me out. Let's see what Adam's saying. Yeah, he's talking about his LVS 34. I sent them a video. They got to mail it with $450. That's still cheap, man. Maybe they'll, I don't know. That's not bad at all. Larry's talking about crappie on Jordan. Let me tell you, that Coastal River's tough, Larry. I don't care who you are, man, this time of year. So that water cools. I think Ryan Willis went out on Logan and he caught some fish, but it's tough, man. Those blackfish on Jordan, I don't care how good you are, man. It's tough. You catch 20 fish, you did something, Larry. So just be patient. It's coming, man. But I know that notch is for storing the line. But Clinton's saying, but why you got it on both sides? Don't make any sense. Oh, Ryan's tuned in right now. Yeah, stick it in that notch so it doesn't. I don't care if it unwinds. That notch aggravates me when I'm spooling it up. When it's coming off, it'll catch in that thing. It's coming off now because I got that piece of tape on it. I'm gonna take some hot glue on it to do it. Great line. Hey, great line. K9. I've used all kinds of line, and some of that line they use for bass fish has really got a lot of memory. Too stiff for me. K9, it's very limp. I mean, you can see it. Don't have a lot of stretch. You can lean back on those fish. 6-pound test is pretty tough. So I done let a bunch of it unwind. I'm gonna put some on there. I'm gonna spool the reel here in a little bit. But I've got some. Since I get ready to go to Florida, I really like to use this fluorocarbon because I start casting a lot instead of shooting. Still got braid on a few rods. I like to do that. But that K9's good stuff, man. So, yeah, Chris said he hates that notch. I need Kelly Albert, who owns K9, I need to, hey, man, can you do some of that? I'm sure it's manufactured somewhere. It may be just in the mold, but, get rid of that notch because I'm flipping that bell over. It's catching and planting in the floor. You can't spool it off like this. If you spool it off like this on a spinning reel, it's no bueno. I'm telling you, it's a mess. Through the first eye. And I'll show you guys. Look. Let's see. I'm going to show you guys. We'll do it right here. Oh, knock my light out. You put it through the first eye. That big eye in the reel. That's it. I mean, you wind that line, I'm going to put it through there. Now, I'm going to go through that first eye, and I'll show you how I catch it. It is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, there it goes. Ryan was just talking about it. I was just talking about you, Ryan. Uh-oh. I was just talking about you. I'm going to put some line on this reel as we speak. I'll try to show everybody. You'll get a chance to buy you one of these Montana Knife Company. Lightest knife on the market. Bad dude. Not cheap. I went through the first eye. Y'all can see it rolling. I'm just going to lightly run it through my fingers, and you're going to see it catch. See it catch caught right now. There it goes. You have to be really slow. Look, it's trying to catch right now. I'm just going to wind it on there. See, y'all can see the tight loops. I'm going to flip it over. See if it's better on this side. It's a lot better on that side. Big loops. When it starts getting a little, already caught on the notch. Ridiculous. I'm not going to keep going, but I had to flip the spool over and over. As long as I get those big loops, I'm fine. Y'all see the big loops? Not the tight ones, the big loops. It's looking good right there. I'm going to keep on spinning it on there. The tape helps, but you can't go in a hurry. It catches. See the loops are getting tighter? I don't like that. I'm going to flip the spool over. I'm going to keep on doing it. Look at that. I'm going to keep on. Now it's going fine. Sometimes you'll get a run. I'm not going to waste y'all's time. I'll finish that up when we get off of here. Make sure I get on some of these questions while we're going. Let's see. Yeah, I got a piece of tape with it. What's Tony saying? I'm a guy at West Point Lake, and I average around 20 to 30 fish a day. Come on, there you go. You're exactly right, Tony. You're exactly right. 100%. Let me make sure I didn't miss it. Anything. But go through the first eye. Eric showed me that trick. It really helps keep running up through all those eyes and putting twist in it. I got a piece of tape on it now, Colby. If you look, there's a piece of tape on it right there, and it still catches on it. It catches on the tape. You have to be patient putting it on there. I'm not very patient. I'm patient fishing. I'm not putting line on it. Let's see. If you like sickle hooks, what's Ashton saying? If you like sickle hooks and want to get them back, 8-pound silky braid will normally straighten out. That's true. Sickle hooks are fine until you start getting them hung up. Then, hey, and they start breaking on you. I mean, those things, they've got that little hook in them like that, and that thing's tempered, and they'll start breaking on you. And I don't like that. So, oh, well, you might. Paul Foster said he's going to West Point Saturday. Good luck to you, Paul. I think you'll catch them, buddy. I think there's going to be a lot of fish caught this weekend. You know, I know those fish, when that water cools off 3, 4, 5 degrees, it's probably 30 to us, you know, going from 100 to 70. And you feel it. The only thing is you got some storms coming in, you know, some rain. Hopefully, I have noticed here last couple of times crappie fishing, you know, when I get thunder, I'm not saying lightning. When I get thunder, it shuts those fish off. I mean, I don't know what it's a pressure thing, or I'm not a biologist by no means, but I notice when I get thunder in the distance, those crappie just, they kind of, I don't know, they slow down. But guys, you know, spend time on the water. The more time you spend on the water, the more accurate you're going to be. Don't get aggravated, guy. Be patient. Bow control is very key. Knowing what to do with that jig. Hey, if you don't know, ask somebody. Listen, don't be scared to ask somebody what I do when this fish does that, because once you get the bow control down, you do not want to do something wrong with the fish, because you've done all that work to get your boat set up. And the fish comes off, and you stop reeling and flatten him out, he's done. Don't do that. Don't shoot yourself in the foot when that fish comes off. When he addresses that bait, hey, keep on coming. As long as you move it, if he slows down, you can slow down, but never keep it moving. You know, fish is sitting here, guys. I'm going to use this knife as an example. Here comes my bait. I'm reeling it. Fish drops down. Here he comes. If I stop and flatten him out, that's done. If he comes out flat, he's not going to bite it. I promise you. He's going to run under it forever. Then 9 times out of 10, he's going to pull the whole school. So, bait comes over, fish drops his tail. He speeds up, you can speed up. He slows down, keep it on him. Hey, what Eric preaches, and this helps a lot of people. If you see that fish, address that bait and come, you can just sit there and look at the rod. Heck with the live scope. Just look at that rod. You see that rod load up, hit him. You know, a lot of people can't see the screen and set the hook too early. So, but Tony, he does have a video on it. That's where I got it from. Eric showed me. He uses a big spool that don't have a notch. And I wish they'd do away with that stinking notch. But William said, "Good luck to you, man." He said to Logan Martin in the morning. What's Ashton saying? There you go. That's exactly right. Let's see. Shane, where's your go-to line for throwing a 30-second? Man, I've used some 6-pound line like we're talking about here. I've thrown that braid. To me, I go with 4-pound line. I got one rod that's got 4-pound canine on it, and it's slick. I can throw a 30-second. Just net the fish, guys. That 4-pound line, because man, that fish As soon as he shakes his head, he can pop that line, especially out of the water. It will land them. Don't get me wrong. I got one rod that's got 4-pound line on it, and I use it. Or you can get some 6-pound braid, and I'll put it on there. So that's what I would do. I'd have one rod with a 32nd on this time of year, for sure. Depends on what lake you're on. 8th, 16th is on my rod 99% of the time, as long as it don't get a lot of wind. Learn how to stall that bait, guys. If you can, the longer you can keep that bait in strike zone, it's better. The better. That bait comes down. If you can stall it out and start shaking and get him to look up, the faster. Don't throw too far past him. Hey, put it here. If you get to where you can cast 5 feet past him and dress the bait, because that fish may be moving. We ran into a lot in Grenada. We thought we were on them. We wasn't on them. The jig was bright. Fish had moved right or left. And so the closer you throw to him, and your bait comes down, the more you're more out to catch him because he's not moved yet. If he moves and you're way out here, it's a waste of cast. You got to reel up. You'll get aggravated. Make sure your casts are accurate. That comes with practice. That comes with time. You're not going to do it, watching it on YouTube. The cool thing about what we do, guys, everybody thinks it's cheating and cheater scope, and they think they watch guys like, Eric or myself or John or Ryan catch fish, and they're like, oh, nothing to that. Heck, you can, go out there and line. It's just like shooting a bow. Everything's got to line up, guys. When you get a brush pile, don't get me wrong, you can get lucky, but you're after one individual fish. It takes a little bit of skill. It's not that anybody's better than anybody. It's just time on the water. That's what it takes. Time on the water to get more accurate. What's Tony saying here? I know exactly what he's saying. How do you get past the brim whenever they're on top of the brush pile and crappie are sitting lower? The brim are eating my bait. Oh, that is awful. The bad thing about it, Tony, use a bigger jig. You can do that, or let it go into the pile. If the pile's here, instead of going across the top of it, let it go in the pile and go through them. Maybe you can get a crappie to get up, because those brim will give you hell. You can't even get your bait. They're machine gunning. You can go to a bigger bait. Man, I've cleaned crappie here lately. It's got 3-inch shad in them, 3.5-inch shad. So don't be scared of a bigger bait. Shad are growing this time of year. All your fry, they gotten big. So don't be scared to throw a bigger bait. Maybe that'll help you. I'll go to another brush pile. Don't have brim. Sometimes brim take over a brush pile, and that's it, Tony. That's all you really got in there. And you see some hot spots in that brush pile, and you're like, man, I know there's crappie in there, but hey, it's aggravating. But I'd switch to a bigger jig or go a little bit deeper in the pile. Exactly. Make sure to check the gap in. I always try to close them up too. Paul, he's talking about that braid will slip out that gap in that eyelet so fast. Yeah. Kobe saying, and thank the man running the trolling motor. Yeah. Hey, when you get to go with somebody running the trolling motor and all you got to do is concentrate on casting, it's you take a lot of stuff for granted. Kobe's been with me a bunch over the years, and he's got him a new setup, and man, he said, hey man, I didn't realize what you was doing in the boat. Now he's got to where he can catch them, and he's got a little more respect for the operator now. So Zach, EC rods. Oh yeah. Dobbins EC special rods. Hey, they are. I got one right there that I was spooling up. He makes a great rod. Real fast tip. Outlaw makes a great rod. John and Jessica run those. They give away a lot of rods on the show. I appreciate them too. Amos and them pretty good to us. Everybody, all our sponsors are. My power breaks, my shaft's messed up, and I talked to Chad Clifton, and he managed to send me some new shafts, and I got to put them in. They're in the back seat of my truck. I had to get them fixed. But there's David. What was David talking about the last year? I found a way to pass on my tackle and crappie gear that young kids enjoy. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm sharing as much as I can. Thank you, man. Dave was saying his health's not the best, and he was looking for a way to give some of his stuff to some younger kids. And I'm glad he figured that out. He didn't want it to just sit there in vain. And when I started crappie fishing year round, I gave away all my bass stuff to some guys, to some young guys in high school fishing. I gave away 10, 15 rods, all my stuff. What's Brandon Spain saying? He said, call a limit to Mompus through 11 back. There you go. That's great. We caught a few in Demopolis yesterday. I'm looking forward to running some trips down there. I'm going to work with Kobe and them some. I got a couple of trips next week. The good thing about me, guys, just like Jerry tomorrow, we're going to catch some fish, don't get me wrong. And we're going to load 60, who knows. But he wants to learn what I'm looking for, what I'm doing with the bait, how to approach the fish with a bait. That's when you go up with a guide, that's what they're showing you. You're not trying to fill up a cooler to go for a fish fry for the family. You may be later, and you may get into them and catch 60. But, man, you can't control the fish. So, I can control how much you learn because I've learned from different people. I've learned from my stuff. I learned from John. I've learned from Eric. I learned from Ryan. I'm learning from everybody I fish with. You're always picking up stuff from them. But yeah, just, you're paying for a learning experience. It's no different taking lessons, guitar lessons or piano lessons or anything else. Those guys got a lot of time on the water and you're trying to learn from them. So treat it that way and you won't get disappointed. You've got their number. Everybody, I guarantee you call Ryan Willis after being on a guide trip and you ask him a question, he's going to stop and call you back or text you back and answer your question. I mean, you're building a relationship with those people. It's not some wham bam, I'm using you for your money. I mean, you're paying us for our knowledge, no different than a plumber, a power brake guy or a marine guy. I mean, you're just paying for what we know. So it's cool to learn. Like I said, I get to go a ton. I'm blessed. Then I go over there and see Eric do it. And he's showing me stuff I never would have done. And, man, it makes me a better fisherman. And those fish ain't got a chance now. I mean, I go here, these fish that are more aggressive, I'm going to sack them. They ain't got a chance. But it just tunes you. All you're getting, you're getting a little tune-up when you go with somebody. So it's not vain. It's not vain. It's not spinning vain. I'm telling you guys. So ask a bunch of questions, man. Hey, what are you looking for? What is that? Why ain't you casting this? Why ain't you doing that? I mean, be like a 3-year-old boy. Just ask as many questions as you physically can, to learn. And then when it clicks, man, it clicks. When you get your boat control under and you get your bait presentation right, you get your color selection right, I mean, nobody can tell you anything. You're going to go catch fish and be successful. You don't have to depend on live bait as much. Live bait always works, but don't get me wrong. But like Ryan's saying, you can learn something from everyone, the good and the bad. I mean, that's the truth. A lot of bad habits, that life coat will tell on your bad habits, guys. If you stop reeling, if you reel, do this and don't reel, like them Grenada fish, you had a real smooth. No rod picking up, no nothing. When you come by them, hey, you can't do anything fancy with a rod. Now, blackfish, I can go to Florida and twitch my bait and make a move and try to catch some hot fish. Hopefully I get to go to Talcon this weekend and share some stuff with you guys. But there's all kinds of tricks you're going to learn. And I learn something every day, every trip. I'll learn something tomorrow. And it makes me better. And then I get to pass it down to somebody that's fishing with me or paying me for a guide trip. And that's what you do it for. To get better. You can't take it with you. I'm going to try to run as many guide trips as I can. I'm going to work with Kobe and them cutting trees. You need some trees trimmed around here. Hey, Kobe and them's good. They're great at it. I've enjoyed working with them the last few days. And just going to run some guide trips and do that until I figure out if this job's going to come through. And I appreciate y'all. Everybody. I mean, I got more job offers, man. When I put that on Facebook, y'all can't imagine. I bet I had 20, 25 job offers. Hey, man, this is this or this. And I don't want to, anybody stick their neck out until I figure out about this other job. And I've been studying, getting my resume together. So we'll end it on that because a lot of people's wondering. But let's see. I'm trying to get some more questions going, guys. We've almost been 45 minutes. I appreciate y'all helping me with the questions and keeping this show going. I'm not going to try to run an hour, guys, because I know I start repeating myself. But reach out to us if you got any questions, guys. I mean, I've wasted money. I've spent money. John has. Ryan has. All the guys in the loop. Say, hey, man, what do you think about this? They're going to tell you their opinion. Is it the gospel? Heck no. But don't go spending money because you've seen this person do it that you don't even know. Ryan may call me and say, hey, man, have you messed with this battery? I have. I'm not going to say it on air. If it's junk or if it's great, I'm not going to ever degrade anybody's product that's trying to make a living on this social media platform. You'll never hear me do that. You call me personally, me and you'll talk, and I'll tell you my opinion. So, but hey, what's Roger saying? Have they turned you loose? Oh yeah, I've been running that saw. Kobe's got a saw with a dirt bike motor on it. Whoop my ass. Hey, my arms, my forearms, I think they're growing. I'm telling you, hey, that saw will whoop that butt, Roger. I don't even know what it is. Big. I don't even know. It's big. It'll go down. That saw will wear you out. It is work. William said he's still spending money. Clinton, Clinton's got a new boat, and man, we just kind of, John and everybody, he's asked me a few questions too. We helped set it up because, man, boats aren't cheap, guys, and you're spending a lot of money on it. Me and Kobe was talking about, he bought a nice Skeeter, it's an older boat, and he's setting it up. And when you get a new boat, you can always take that stuff and put on it. Get in somebody's boat and what you like and don't like about it. And heck, like I said, it's a lot. You work hard for your money. And when you go fishing on Saturdays after you worked all week, you want to maximize your results. And hey, learn what you're looking for. We got some old videos when we went to in-depth series where we went into mapping and looking for ledges and looking for spots, and there's a science behind that, guys. It's not just potlucking and running out there and go, oh, I found some fish. There's a reason. If there's a bend in the river, bend in the creek, and there's stumps there's more there. You can repeat that pattern up and down a lake. Standing timber is the same way. They're on standing timber for a certain reason. They may be shallower. They may be deeper. They may be day to day, maybe hour to hour. A lot of fish come up off the bottom. A lot of people don't realize that crappie stay on the bottom a ton this time of year. You'll look up and see. Y'all looking at the bottom of the screen, you'll see something like this right here. It'll be a little crappie blip, blip, just like that. You're like, what the heck is that? He'll have mud on his belly where he's just been doop. Then all of a sudden he comes up. Then he hangs out. Then he goes back down. Here he comes again. Then he's going this way. It is some crazy stuff. And you got to be able to fish all angles of that. You need to fish that fish on the bottom. You need to, when he's coming up at an angle, he's swimming like this. That's when you want to put that jig. He's coming up off the bottom. You want to time that jig just right. Hey, he sees it. Boom. Get the net. That's what you want to do. You want to time it. William said, I'm not as young. I'm 50 years old, guys. Let me tell you something. I've cut trees the last 2 days. I'm getting up 3 o'clock in the morning guide, and then I'm running to Florida. A lot of people can't keep up with me. I'm blessed. I tell you that, William. And, since I've been eating better and trying to take care of myself, I feel like a champ. I'm not as young as I used to be, but I can go. A lot of people can't catch up with me, so I ain't laying down yet. I just got through eating a pile of food. Kobe's been feeding me lunch all week, so I'm doing good the last couple of days. So Ryan Willis, 49 today. Exactly. Hey, we ain't getting there. When you don't realize, guys, on a serious note, when you're 50, there's more behind me than there is in front of me, guys. So, hey, I got to enjoy it. I'll be honest with you. 10 years from now, I'm 60, and that's it's getting on up there. I'm going to enjoy it. I promise you. I'm going to enjoy life, and I'm going to keep sharing this show. I don't care if I hit the lottery for $1 billion. We're going to keep doing the show. I don't care if I got a job, don't have to work. I like doing this. We didn't get in this for the money. We're fortunate to have some sponsors to keep this thing rolling, but we do it because I like to do it. It's not a money thing. It's a passion that I really like doing. And, you guys jump on here and ride with us through the show. Just like tonight, man, I have no agenda beside all I wrote down was thanking sponsors, and we made almost an hour out of this thing. And, it's y'all's help. I'm not just talking a bunch of mess, but it really is. It's y'all's help that keeps this thing going. Catching fish, we all got one thing in common. We like to catch fish. We like to enjoy the fellowship part of it. We like to talk about gadgets, and I'm going to finish putting the line on that reel and loading it up. But I'm going to get up about 3 o'clock in the morning and head towards Miller's Ferry. We'll eat some breakfast with Miss Annie there at Larry's. I'm going to go to Bridgeport. I'm going to whoop on Larry. I'm gonna let him rip on some big white fish, and yeah, we did eat some good. We went to Dreamland. What was I supposed to say? Wednesday, and ate lunch, and that banana pudding. Oh Lord, I ate 2 cups of it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I had to burn it off with that rake and that chainsaw. You know, if you live in Alabama, you've eaten Dreamland. I like food. Food is tonight I ate some ground turkey. I try to balance. It's all about balance, guys. So, but man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all tuning in. Stay tuned. I may try to go live this weekend if I make it to Talcott. If I do, I will post something on it. Appreciate y'all, man, getting our followers up. All y'all hitting those 3 dots on CrappieKast page and sharing it and inviting your friends. That really runs the numbers up, and it really keeps our algorithm going. Watching the videos, watching them on my personal page. You know, I try to post fun and cut up on my personal page, and I've got a lot of followers on it too. And CrappieKast is really getting. There's my buddy Jerry right there. We're gonna sack him in the morning, Jerry. I got a good feeling. I'm gonna be mad at him. Kobe's got me wired up cutting these trees, and we're gonna. But yeah, you know, I really enjoy this, guys. It's not this ain't an act. I promise you. I've been fishing my whole life. My dad's on here, and he funded a lot of fishing when I was growing up. Him and my mother. And I've got bit by the bug a long time ago. So, but yeah, we're going to go whoop on them tomorrow. And I hope all y'all catch fish. You do, share them on your page. Share them to me. I'll put them on here, man. I mean, I like it. There you go. Clinton's talking about going to shoot skeet, man. Everybody be safe. Everybody enjoy. It's a Labor Day weekend, man. Cook some barbecue. Crack a beer if you like beer. Attend church on Sundays, man. It's a free country. We live in the United States. Thanks to people like Ryan and Eric and John and all these vets, we get to do this stuff. I get to sit here and talk about stupid fish. I love it. Appreciate all you guys, man. I'm going to get off here. I got to pack Florida. Got to wash some dishes. Got to do some stuff to get the house ready for me to jump out of here. Thank all the sponsors. I got to make a video at Camden Piggly Wiggly tomorrow showing some ribs and Boston Bud. I told Sage I'll be through there. And all you local people in Camden, please go by there and shop. Piggly Wiggly right here in McCalla. Y'all doing a great job of going by there. They're giving away a Traeger grill. You need to register for it. It's on the page also. They're giving away this Labor Day. Second one they gave them. So y'all be careful. I'll update y'all tomorrow. Y'all be looking for some pictures tomorrow evening. Jerry and I, hopefully we have some big fish. I hope we catch some big ones. Not, we're gonna have fun. He's gonna learn a little bit, and we're gonna give him hell like I always do. But I'm gonna sit back here and enjoy the rest of the evening. And, everybody have a great weekend. You need me, you call my number. If you got it, message me. I promise you I'll get back to you unless I'm on the river and don't have service, or I'll at least reach out to you. Say, hey man, text me later. I try to get back to everybody. Appreciate all y'all. That's what makes this show tick. And I'm sure John and Jessica will be fishing this weekend also. But Stevie, you send me them jigs. Stevie's making me some jigs that we used in Grenada. I think it'd be really good on these whitefish where I'm going to Miller's Ferry. So, see you in the morning, Jerry. Appreciate you tuning in. All you people tuning in. We're going to be back live next Thursday. We're going to do it again. I promise you. Appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. We'll see y'all next show. Thank y'all.